Good morning. We're way up north, approaching Prince George, northbound on 97. Beautiful foggy morning. So we're about, I'd say 20 minutes out from Prince George. Our destination isn't actually in Prince George, it's just south of Prince George, so it won't actually go into the city. Prince George, 50 kilometers. So it's a way off yet. I love this foggy, cloudy look. Can't see the hills peeking out. Definitely a beautiful morning. Plus 7 degrees Celsius, so it's getting cool. Wanting to run the bunk heat in the truck soon. Yeah, made really good time yesterday. Stopped at a couple of really scenic rest areas. At least one was really scenic rest area. Made it to our where we slept with 3 minutes left on the call qualm, so I pushed our clock a little bit far. Didn't go over though, didn't violate hours. It's not the closest I've gotten to violating hours. Closest I've gotten to violating hours was when I went home the one time. I stopped at home and it was 0. It said 0 minutes. So it's like off duty now. That's not quite true. When I was training, I wasn't driving, but I was the passenger. We ran out of hours and we were 5 minutes away from home base, so we violated hours there once by 5 minutes. And every now and then I push it really close to the limit. I always plan on not violating hours, but one day it'll happen where I will accidentally go over a minute or two. But so far, I haven't done it while driving, while I was the driver. So I have requested to stop at a shop here in Prince George. Today morning when we were driving through Quesnel at a red light, it's like, sounds like a rough idle. Why is my truck idling rough? Left Quesnel, half an hour out of Quesnel, engine light comes on. I'm like, kind of was expecting that. feel like I have a slow fuel leak near the fuel pump up. So there's definitely some kind of moisture leaking, and I think it's fuel, but I'm no expert. I'm not mechanically inclined. I love mornings like this where you got the fog and sun all mixing together, some blue sky, some clouds, some fall leaves up here. Winter is coming. Jess says she wants her autumn first. Fog has gotten a little thicker. Why is that a lie? It's thinning out now, yeah. I can actually see now. Can actually start doing the speed limit again. It is beautiful. Yeah, the rough idle sound is gone now. I'm not sure what's going on. We're not quite to Prince George yet, but the rough idle sound's gone. Excuse me. Yeah, we stopped at the scale. It was closed. I'm like, I'm gonna stop there anyway, just listen, look under the hood again, make sure nothing's changing quickly down there. That what I think is a fuel leak isn't getting worse or anything like that, so. I do smell. I think that truck in front of us is burning oil. That's what the smell is. Right away you assume it's you, right? But it's like, no, I think it's a vehicle in front of us. I checked all their fluids. Again, we're good. But yeah, the rough idle sound's gone, so light's still on. Sneeze. I sneezed so hard I almost hit my head on the steering wheel. Jess says that's nothing new. Who knows? Once I get to the shop, the engine light will turn off. if we can even get into this shop. Prince George shop can be very busy sometimes. If you look on the map, there's not much around Prince George other than trees. Off at 6 kilometers. I always enjoy driving in the fog. Definitely puts you on edge, especially when you go through that thick stuff. It's like, slow down a bit. And we're in moose country. Now that's what everybody says. Everybody just goes, there's moose all over the roads. I've never seen a moose here. Ever. In the winter, we've stopped at a hotel. Well, it was Highway 16 east of here. After we drove through Prince George, and go to the restaurant there, and everybody's talking about all the moose on the road. And it's like, I didn't see any. They did not make themselves visible to me. Yeah, we got up like at 5:30 in the morning, and I'm like, we'll have the road all to ourselves. No, there's a bunch of truckers out here already. 97 to Prince George here is the main trucker route. And school buses are out already too. Not even 8 a.m. yet. I guess if you're out in the outskirts, you'll be on the bus by 8 a.m.
In 1.5 kilometers, keep left on Highway 97.
Drivers wanted 2 years experience. Well, where do you think the rookies are supposed to get their experience if you're not going to hire a rookie driver? Yeah, I've driven for almost 2 years now.
97.
Couple days to my 2-year anniversary. I guess it was 6 kilometers to that corner. 4.5 kilometers to my turnoff. cool how the sun's hitting the fog and making these bright, vibrant areas. It's like the fog is glowing there. It's like a rainbow almost. Like seriously, it looks like a white rainbow. Is there some slight tinge to it? I swear, it looks like a white rainbow. I don't know if I've seen that before. You guys see a white rainbow? It's an albino rainbow. Yeah, that's it. It's an albino. Because it's following us, that white glow. It's got to be a rainbow. It's a fogbow. Albino fogbow. It's definitely there. It's definitely a white rainbow there. That is bizarre.
1.5 kilometers. Turn left on Centage Road.
And it's getting thick here, real thick fog. Let's slow her down. Can't see where our turnoff is yet, but I'm going to signal just in case there's somebody behind us.
Turn left at the traffic light.
At least it cleared up at the intersection. That way I don't have to be nervous about cutting someone off.
Kilometers. Turn left on Valkyrie Road.
Turn my mirror heat on too because the mirrors are fogging up. Take our time down this road because it's just so foggy and it's such a small narrow road. Don't want someone to be stopped in front of us. There's no speed limit sign on this road, so it would be 80 kilometers an hour. Beautiful. I love it. Jess is taking photos.
Oh, you don't hear that?
The camera won't focus. Excuse me.
In 300 meters, turn left on Valkyrie
Here's the truck shop. Oh yeah, they have a lot of vehicles in their yard. So see if we can get in there today.
Then take the
Get them to look at our vehicle, at our truck.
Turn left on Ben Road.
What if I just go straight instead of turning left?
Turn left onto the unpaved road.
Okay. Maybe I should have turned left where he told me to turn left. I've always gone the other way. I'm like, there's a road this way too. But apparently it's gravel. So next time I'll take the road Garmin tells me to take.
3 kilometers. Arrive at 10.
It's beautiful though.
Willow Road on the right.
Fall leaves on some trees here. That's the second time today I've said, hey, Garmin always makes me go this way. Why don't we go that way instead? For the second time I've gone, we should go the way the Garmin tells me to go. But sometimes Garmin gives very funny directions, so it's a good idea to question the Garmin. Where those cars are turning, that's where we would have come out over here. So this road seems to make more sense. Less curves, straighter road, less intersections. But it's not paved for a little section for some reason. So it's a shortcut, except it's slower. Okay, so our delivery spot should be here on the right hand side. Where are ya? What's it called again? Northwest Wood Preservers or Wood Treatment or something like that. Two different names on different paperwork, so Northwest. I kind of guessed on the Garmin, I just kind of clicked on the map. Because punching in the address, I couldn't find it, so I went off of Google Maps. Okay, I'm going to start slowing down because I think it's right around this corner.
In 400 meters, arrive at 10:65 Willow Kill Road on the right. Arriving at 10:65 Willow Kill Road on the right.
Okay, I see lumber. I see lumber beside me, so what does this sign say? Northwest Wood Treaters. Okay, that sounds about right. Okay, site safety. All visitors must report office, safety requirements, vest, safety glasses, boots. Okay, all visitors must report to office. Where is office? I'm gonna, yeah, there's a big sign that says office there. Okay. We'll just stop right here beside this rail and I'll walk in and see where they want me. Well, we are finally on the road. What time is it? 6:21. We stopped before lunch and now we're driving. We've actually been driving for about 45 minutes. So they tested everything, and they found that my turbo kept kicking in and cutting out, kicking in, cutting out. Found out that the sensor was busted on it and needed to get a new sensor put in. They didn't have a sensor on hand. And they called all the other Cummins shops in Prince George, and apparently nobody had that sensor on hand. So it's like, well, we've ordered it. It's going to be here tomorrow around noon. That's worst case scenario type of thing. Like, okay. Called my sister, hung out with her for a few hours, and all of a sudden I got a phone call going, we installed your new sensor. It's good to go. We just need to test it, so we need your keys. I'm like, what? Huh? Oh, okay, let's go. Go time. Here, I thought I was going to have the whole afternoon off. Now we still got to hang out with my niece and nephew for a couple hours. That was fun. Definitely fun. We have requested a reset in Prince George in the near future, so hopefully we get it. If not, we'll keep requesting it. And if not, we'll just have to take some time off of work and drive up here with our own vehicle. As it's getting later in the evening now, it's starting to look stormy again. We're approaching Quesnel right now. I think we are. I think we're approaching Quesnel right now. What do we got going on here? Oh yeah, that little van that passed me on the passings lane is now slow in front of us. Of course they are. Oh well, that's okay. Nothing I can do about it, right? Why worry about it? Minivan's going past this camper van. I think it's a VW. And they do have Alberta plates on them, so they are tourists. That's okay. As we go into Quesnel here, some good climbing going out of Quesnel, they should be able to pull away from us and hopefully get far enough away that we don't have to worry about them. Or they turn off and fuel up or go to a restaurant. That'd be even better. So right now they're doing 80 kilometers in a 100 zone, so they're a little bit slow. But they're fast enough that I can't pass them. You have to be more than 20 kilometers slower than me for me to even think about passing. Super B just takes too long to pass, to safely pass anywhere here in the mountains. Unless you're doing more than 20 kilometers below the speed limit. These guys are going about 15 to 20 kilometers below the speed limit, so a little too quick. See if the scale's open. If I'm not mistaken, as we go down this hill, we'll get into Quesnel. Where'd you find cookies from?
You ate some.
I already ate my cookies? Okay.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm good until supper. So yeah, I already let dispatch know that I wouldn't be able to unload this load until Monday morning. So they were going to figure all that out. And now I texted dispatch and let them know that, hey, I'm on the road, by the way. It's like, what's your ETA for tomorrow, just so you can figure out if I'm getting another load tomorrow, or what I can do tomorrow, or where I'm loading on Monday, or basically figure stuff out. So gave them ETA. I'm thinking right around noon tomorrow we'll get to Kelowna. Hoping a little bit before noon, but too many variables to know for sure, including the slow van in front of us variable. Time to go into the pulp mill smell. I could not live in this valley. I would have no problem living at the top of this valley. The pulpwood smell stays down in the bottom of the valley. I think my allergies would kill me if I lived down here, let alone Jess's allergies. See, scale open or closed? Where is that sign? There's the sensor. I see the sensor for the scale. I believe it says closed. Good, because I don't like this scale while going southbound. Because you have to cross the traffic, get in there, and then good luck trying to get back on the highway. What are you doing, automatic? There's a lot of revs there for no reason. There's a truck in the A&W parking lot. Well, I guess you can get around that way. Huh. Interesting. Note to self, if I ever want A&W up here, there's a way of doing it over here.
You can also park in the scale.
Also park in the scale parking lot. And then that's yellow. I think I'd have to hit the brakes too hard to safely make that pass. Oh, I got a Washington van in front of us. I bet you they went to Alaska. Maybe both vehicles went to Alaska. Seriously speeding up now? Okay, that I don't like. You're crawling and all of a sudden you're speeding up. And then you slow down again. Truly not a fan of that. Now I don't know when I cross back. I have to give them lots of room before I cross back, or else all of a sudden they speed up and then the space I thought I had isn't actually there. It says restaurant. It looks like a car garage, but it says restaurant. That's for sale, so it's probably not a restaurant. So everybody else thought it was a car garage too, and nobody went there to eat. Traffic pattern change. Okay. I don't remember the old traffic pattern, so probably not going to affect me much. It would be a really nice town if it wasn't for the pulp mills. Well, if it wasn't for the pulp mills, the town probably wouldn't be a really nice town, because somebody's got to make money to live here, right? The cost of living this far up north is actually very cheap compared to where we live, so I don't know, we've considered this up here. We've considered it. Okay, this time I'm not going to listen to the GPS. That's the third time today I'm not going to listen to the GPS. Why would I turn off?
In 400 meters, turn left on Caribou Highway.
That van is turning off. It says straight for Williams Lake. Well, that's where we're headed, but the GPS is telling the van to go that way. So they're going the way that GPS tells them to go, and it is If they hit no red lights down that road, it takes exactly the same amount of time as it takes me to come around this way. If you catch red lights, their way takes longer. I've tested it out a couple times, taking it different ways.
In 400 meters, turn left on Davie Street.
Train's moving.
Turn left on Davie Street. Continue on the road.
There's that van, and unfortunately we have the red light and they didn't get any red light, so it doesn't make a difference. But going through town, you have all these crosswalks and red lights, and they lucked out. Train still moving, or is it coming to a stop? We'll see. We have to cross over the train tracks. Tracks are right below this first bridge here. I don't see a train moving this way, so they might have come to a stop. Or just moving very slow. Quesnel River. Wonder where that slow van is, that VW van, because got a pretty good inclination that that van's gonna pass us again. Unless they stopped. Oh, they're back there. Pretty far back, but they're there. They're gonna pass us. Pretty confident on that. Well, Mr. Van there, we'll be seeing you down the road. Pretty much guarantee that. Unless we get lucky and they pull over. Arts at recreation center. It looks like they've got fairgrounds down there too. Nice. All in all, I think it's been a really good day. It was kind of fun hanging out with niece and nephew, and sometimes breakdowns happen at the right place at the right time. You can do fun stuff like that. And we still get it delivered tomorrow. We'll see what dispatch has planned for us after that, and go from there. back of the truck. That's why we have kayak mounts on top of our canopy. It's kind of nice to just throw them on top of the canopy. In the back we've got all our camping supplies. And then the trailer for the quad. Pretty good setup. It's a perfect setup for day camping. Wouldn't mind getting a camper, but we need a bigger truck than our truck for that first. I also want to buy a house someday. I want to buy a motorcycle sooner than later. Go. We're out of the bowl. Always got to watch out for big rigs pulled over on the side of the road here. Some days there's none, some days there's a whole bunch parked on the side of the highway blocking the road because, yes, you guessed it, there's a Timmy's up here. Also a KFC, I must be hungry. Oh, four-way flashers come on. I don't know what he's thinking. Is he thinking KFC or A&W? I don't know if he sees the Timmy from here. Because if you wanted A&W or Timmy's, you park further up over here. Lots of tracks in the shoulder here because of Timmy's up ahead. Oh, he's pulling back onto the road now.
Maybe it was hot and sit next to him.
Maybe he just did a quick load secure check. Stop, make sure the doors are still nice and closed, and off you go again. I wasn't watching, I didn't see if he jumped out or not, but... smell something burning. It's not the pulp mill smell, but I smell something else burning. Well, that's Quesnel for you guys. Up here, that's a lot flatter ground, a lot of trees. I know the first time I came up here, I'm like, where's the mountains? They kind of disappear up here. There's small mountains, but not the big mountains. And lots of trees, lots and lots and lots of trees up here. And apparently moose hiding in the trees somewhere. I still think it's a mythical legend. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.